Here's what's one thing you can do to make it nearly impossible to cast your movie? The answer is make it an ensemble, a true ensemble. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Don't write that ensemble screenplay until you're at an area in your career where your movies are getting made on a fairly regular basis for $15 to $20 million. Now, why are ensembles difficult to make? Well, the first reason is casting, okay? If you have a movie that's about 5 people in one room, right? Well, it's great that they're in one room the whole time. That's going to limit the cost of production a little bit. However, who do you cast, right? So if you have 5 people that are sort of on equal footing, right? And I have to cast one big name for sales value. I have to cast one big name to justify the budget of the whole movie. But if they're all on equal footing, that big name is going to want to work across from other big names. And this is just an aside, but for casting reasons, what you want to do to get the biggest budget possible on your movie is you want to take all of the money that you have budgeted for cast and you want to spend it all on one, maybe 2 names. Most movies are sold off of 1 or 2 names. It's not sold off of 5 names. It's just not. Most people after the number 1 or 2 slot are simply creative choices. And those 1 or 2 names have to have very important roles that have a massive impact on the movie. And if they're in an ensemble and they don't have any more impact than anybody else, then probably not going to be a great scenario. It's going to be difficult to cast. Another reason ensembles are difficult to make is because it requires more coverage. Okay, so if you have one person in a scene, you can just have coverage of their action. If you have 2 people in a scene, you can do shot, reverse shot, and cover the action of 2 people. But when you have 5 people in a scene, okay, especially throughout the majority of the movie, it's all the people in one room, that's really difficult and really slows down shooting because you have to get coverage of everyone that's on set, right? And you've got 1 camera, maybe 2, and 5 people. Just do the math. It's going to take twice or 2.5 times as much time on set to make sure you get the proper coverage to make the scene work. And that's expensive. So just take my advice. Do what Rian Johnson did. Wait until later in your career. Rian made 2 movies, then he made an action movie, then he made a Star Wars movie, and only then did he write Knives Out, which is a phenomenal ensemble. But it took a lot of money to shoot that movie. Trust me. Wait to write your ensembles.